Boom, 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 boom. It's Aloha. Welcome to AM 940 and AM940Hawaii.com. Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. Just happens to be my song. Happy Aloha Friday. No, I'm just joking.
And Beyonce's going to be singing what, at the Super Bowl? Or
at the inauguration.
Yeah. Yes.
Inauguration, Super Bowl, same thing.
Thing.
Yeah. The political
Some people,
Obama's got.
Hey, welcome to the inauguration. I'm glad they came to the stadium today.
Uncle always tells me this story.
Well, what did you sing?
I sang, "Come on, baby, light my fire."
Yep.
Okay, Bob.
Straight from the Luau show at Sea Life Park. Ladies and gentlemen, our recollections shall continue when we take a musical break right now, because we should. And we'll be right back at 6:44 in the islands, along with our engineer Min. I'm Kibo.
And this is Ikaika.
And along with us, Leilani Kupahu Marino.
Aloha.
All right, we'll be right back. You hear these sounds, you know what this is all about. The Makaha Sons. Oh, by the way, so many wonderful people have come up and told me how they enjoy the show.
Cool.
Especially with you and I talking, because we talk from different generations.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so you have what you feel is passionately important, and I have wisdom.
Well, let me.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, son.
You know, one thing I'm passionate about.
Different point of view, you know.
One thing I'm passionate about, and I think, you know, those in my generation, probably every generation, is recycling. I'm passionate about recycling, especially in the island of Hawaii, in such a small place, because you know, materials are you know, to import them is expensive. So you want to keep things going here as long as possible and kind of keep putting them back in circulation. So, well, you know, paper, plastic, you know, things like that.
You love this? Oh no, maybe you're mentioning something.
Right.
Go ahead.
So, this was in the paper this morning. Did you know that phone books are not suitable for recycling, but they're burned instead?
What?
Right. Okay. So that leads me to think: do we need the phone book?
Yeah. Do we need the phone book?
Do we even need them?
Out.
And this day and age, I mean, I can see them as
yellow pages. Yellow pages. What do we use them for? Steps.
I can't even remember. I can't even remember the last time I used the phone
I'm not
book.
tall enough. Just put the, you know, eventually you get enough books and you got your own staircase. Okay.
I can't even remember. I mean, no knock to the yellow pages or whatever, but it's, you know, the times have changed.
And I mean, why
did
they
Google everything?
Why did they call it the yellow pages? Is it because it was better to put an ad on yellow paper?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Right? I don't know.
Well, they had the white pages, which was just everyone's name and address and number, etc. And half the people on the island aren't even in there anyway because they're unlisted.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because they don't have a resident phone.
But that kind of upset me this morning when I saw it, because actually the phone book came the other day, and I was like, they're still giving us these things? Like,
here's something that will make you much happier.
What is that?
Starbucks
Okay.
just came out with a new disposable cup. That not disposable, but reusable cup. Excuse me, reusable cup, son.
Well,
so
that's
now,
good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So when you said green, I went right to that. Oh man, Starbucks. They were thinking right along the line of my son.
And how about the plastic bags? By the end of this year, they're supposed to be doing away completely with plastic bags.
What, you mean at the grocery store?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be paper?
No, so there'll be those reusable.
No, it'll be
the reusable
bags.
Yes.
Yeah,
because that's
reusable bags, and a lot of people trying to carry grocery items out in their arms. No, I'm just joking.
But that begs the question. You're probably gonna have to wash those bags, because I mean, if you know, you get food spills or whatever in those bags.
Well, mostly canned food.
Yeah, I guess. But you know, if you're carrying around like milk and you know, how
just think the history. 50 years from now, if they find the ruins and they find these bags, they go, wow. You know, we saw a lot of dumpy plastic bags. Now, what is this?
Well,
looks like it's been through a war.
Well, if we make it to 50 years from now, because like you said,
that big.
There was supposed to be that big asteroid. Who knows? Maybe it could turn around and say, "Hey, I'm coming right at you, Earth."
No.
Over 1,000 feet.
But like you mentioned this morning, upon further review, a big, scary-sounding asteroid is no longer even a remote threat to smash into Earth in about 20 years. Right. NASA says.
That's right. If we're going to destroy Earth, we can do it ourselves. Well, no, you know what I mean. Huh?
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, pollution and all this stuff. Recycling you're talking about.
I think burning phone books in itself could potentially destroy the Earth.
There you go. Or make a nice fireplace. But anyway, well, you know, it's something you have to think about now all the time. Legislation is being affected by it. Commerce, business, Everything is being affected by. In fact, fuel is affected by this. Biofuels, corn, our agriculture crop. Now people can't raise corn to eat the corn. No, it's going to be used for fuel. So guess what? The price of corn goes up so high that farmers can't farm it because there's no subsidy. Hello, hello. I don't know. We got problems, but hey, if you want to feel better, go to the music. We'll be right back with more. This is a great show. I'm Kimo Kahoano.
And this is Hikaika Kahoano.
And this show is brought to you by
the Pacific Center for Economic Development and its Pelletron companies.
So, Leilani, you wanted to talk about something that's very cultural.
It is Elvis Presley. That's very cultural. That gets to the heart. As he's quivering his lips right now.
Elvis?
Yeah.
Did you say you wanted to do Elvis? Why are you doing Elvis?
So could you sing us?
Why are you doing Elvis?
Because it melts the women's hearts.
Why Elvis? Hello? Why Elvis?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got so carried away with your expressions there. Because Elvis Presley, Aloha from Hawaii, 40th anniversary.
40 years? It's been 40 years?
Yes, January 14th, 1973.
Yep.
And it was a fundraiser that was for the Kui Cancer Fund.
The Kui Cancer Fund.
Yes.
Kui had died, and how great for them to tie it all together.
Yes, died of throat cancer in 1966.
Yeah.
There you graduated.
Yeah. Wow. Kui, I remember going to the funeral, and Reverend Akaka. Yeah, it was very special.
And the special story you share always about Kui up at Kamehameha when he came.
Kamehameha. He came to the school. And he came, and by the time he got to our school, he had gone to other schools with the band. And because they didn't get paid, the band kept dropping out. So by the time he came to Kamehameha, only had him.
I'll remember you.
The rest of the band never showed up.
Exactly, I'll remember you.
So he was doing this concert for us, and he does about 15, 20 minutes or something like that. And he says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, that's all I got for you folks." So, and it was because he was frustrated. So guess what happens? This is the strange thing that happens. Robert and Roland Casimiro, who would be the brothers Casimiro years later, get up and they start playing. The three,
that's cool.
The three girls from our class, Alzadia, Pinky Hiram, and Esther Williams. Can you imagine having the name Esther Williams? Got up like the Andrews sisters and sang. Ron Lee got up on the drums, who became a recording drummer for many, many years after in like West Coast. And it was just a complete turnaround that we ended up performing for him. Even though he had come up to perform for everybody else. We had no idea how significant this guy, this skinny Hawaiian Chinese guy was, really. And plus he gotten kicked out of Kamehameha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a few other schools. But, he was a one-of-a-kind guy. He was a great fine knife dancer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it seems we all wanted to take up the fine knife dance because it was the strongest dance there was.
It's very manly.
Manly, fiery, burn eyebrows, burn hair,
very caveman.
Burn hair on arms, burn everything.
And cut parts of the body because knife is really sharp.
Well, they have hooks to songs. Well, the hook on a fire knife is very,
It can like cut people, right?
It sent me to the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's dangerous, man.
Yeah, dangerous, but the fire is hot. It's like smoking probably a carton of cigarettes every time you do a fire knife dance. Can you imagine?
A whole carton?
Something. Yeah, it's about like smoking a whole carton of cigarettes just by doing one fire knife dance. Yeah, unbelievable. That's why when I got a spot in my lung, my lung. What's that? My lung.
It's like finding the nugget.
1970, I had to quit. I said, I gotta get out of there. I gotta find some other job. Hey, who's that guy with the microphone?
Speaking of microphone.
And that's what would happen. And that's what we're doing right now.
Right. And so Elvis.
So Elvis. Are we back to Elvis again? How did we circle back to Elvis?
Hey, he has an appeal.
No, a lot of people love Elvis.
Your dad sounds just like Elvis.
Do we have an Elvis song?
I think all of the greats.
No, I think we have an Elvis song. See if we have Elvis doing "I'll Remember You."
And we even have a live version right here. There you go.
Long after this, And the summer is gone, I'll be lonely, oh so lonely. Thank you very much. Living only to remember you. Yeah? Yeah.
You know, the thing about great singers and a lot of these people that have been great in the music industry is like, especially that during that time, I don't know what the lyrics to the songs were.
Oh.
To a lot of Elvis' songs, like for instance, Jailhouse Rock.
Jailhouse Rock.
Do you know the lyrics to that?
Yeah. Let's see now. Jailhouse Rock.
Like the actual lyrics. I thought it was, I went to a party. I went to a party in the county jail.
There was always behind the wheel. No, I don't.
But okay, so the lyrics are: the warden threw a party in the county jail.
County jail.
The prison band was there, and they began to wail.
Wow.
The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jail.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to do a 40th anniversary concert in the Neil Blaisdell Arena,
that's on Saturday,
where the original concert was.
What used to be the HIC.
Yeah.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah. They're going to do it. And guess who's going?
You going?
A lot of old people. Hello.
We're not old.
A lot of people who were there. I mean, who know.
And according to Grandma, Elvis is still here. He's buried at Diamond Head.
Oh yeah, there you go. So anyway, so that's our little Elvis tribute. Okay. Did we find an Elvis song?
I don't know, but
I gotta hear it. I can't hear. I don't know if the.
What's the name of the song?
It's "I'll Remember You," but there's no artist.
There's no artist. Oh, try it. Let's see. We're just going to play it by ear. Oh no, this is the original. This is Kui Lee singing "I'll Remember You." Yeah. We'll be right back. We gotta listen to this. The original singer and songwriter. Here we go.
Yeah, I kind of jumped in on the chorus. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
I tell you what, Kermit. We didn't expect you to be on this show, but we love having you here.
Well, thank you very much, Kimo. It's a pleasure of mine to be here today.
Yeah, you kind of have that aloha feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it because you're green?
Yeah, it's probably because I'm a frog.
Well, yeah. But because you're a green frog, thinking green is very important.
Yeah, it is very important. And I was listening to the show earlier, and I heard you talk about the ungreen activities of burning old Hawaiian the telephone books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say as a frog, I don't, and speaking for all of us, I don't really appreciate that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you very much. Now we're going to refer to the rainbow of Hawaii, because there have been a lot of rainbows, Kermit.
Yeah. I saw one yesterday, as I was hopping around the pond down there in Waikiki.
Oh, yeah.
I was hopping around and I saw a rainbow bridge. It was like a bridge of rainbow.
No
and
kidding.
I thought to myself, wow, never seen one of those. I'm only in Hawaii for a little while, so,
Visiting on a beach in Waikiki.
Yeah, I gotta get back to Piggy soon. She's not here,
Yeah. Well,
they say what happens in Hawaii stays in Hawaii, all the hopping around the pond. And
I just think you've lasted a long time for a frog, because one of the great dishes in the world is frog's legs. So anyway.
Yeah, and with that, I think I'm going to leave the show because I'm getting scared that I might be eaten.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kimo.
Okay, here. Okay, and Leilani has a little bit about the rainbows.
Well, your dad was asking me to share. The other day he sent a picture with the double rainbows, and I always think of Auntie Mikey at that time when double rainbows show up. And then also, excuse me, sir? And so, but also from a cultural standpoint, there's different levels of rainbows. There's the tall arch.
Yeah, I saw one like a
pi'os.
super high arch the other day. Yeah.
So very high, and if we think of
those are trippy.
Kapi'olani, there's also the long stretching
and the bridge that Kermit was talking about.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? It's like a straight line rainbow.
Yeah.
Very
In fact,
low line.
Before the service of your grandfather, there was a long rainbow across the horizon.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful long rainbow.
It was the rainbow connection.
Oh, this is really, really special, for Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the turtles.
Yeah.
After Grandpa.
Yeah.
But here's a little fun fact about rainbows that I learned in my physics class in University of Hawaii, trig physics at University of Hawaii. Did you know that the second rainbow and third, sometimes there's 3 rainbows. Have you ever seen a triple rainbow?
I was just going to say, because Princess Kaiulani claims to have seen 5 rainbows
Wow.
at
Whoa.
one time when she was on Hawaii Island for her 11th birthday.
Wow.
And so to be able to see such a thing, you know that's a rarity.
Yeah.
Well, just the
There's
other
only
day I
those
saw-
certain-
Just the other day I saw a
certain
double
ones.
rainbow.
Right. But did you?
Yep.
Next time you see a double rainbow,
Uh-huh.
look at the second rainbow. The
Okay.
second rainbow, the colors are inverted.
Yes.
Did you
They're
know that?
inverted?
Yeah.
Right, here's the,
Yeah.
what you're
So
It's a rainbow.
it's inverted because of the I can't remember the exact reason why, but there's some like reflection. It's like a mirror image type of thing. But anyways,
Wow.
Roy G. Biv, the next rainbow is the backwards of Roy G. Biv. In that,
Ah.
yeah. So it's like it's inverted. The
You're
colors are
exactly
inverted.
right,
Wow.
because you can see that. Can
Yep.
everybody see that on the radio?
And then in the third rainbow, it's the same color as the original rainbow,
Ah.
and so on and so forth. So it's constantly
So it's
being
constantly
reflected.
changing
Yeah,
around.
It's constantly being inverted.
Wow.
Every successive rainbow is inverted.
How's
the colors.
that? How's that to brighten up your day, ladies and gentlemen? Unbelievable. The great, wonderful Kona
Yeah.
of the rainbow.
As I stood there in my college physics class, I was like, wow, that is
Yeah.
cool.
That is
Dr.
cool.
Feldman.
And we have it all the time. We have
Yes.
it all the time. In fact, because of the rainy seasons that we had and the blowing of the winds, I think that, in the sunshine, when it hits it, and the blowing of the wind, it takes those rain particles and makes
I
it
want to
beautiful.
share what Dr. Joshua Sparrow from Harvard in
Uh-huh.
Boston,
Okay.
when they came to visit us several years ago,
Okay.
and looked up at our sky,
Uh-huh.
coming back to the rainbows and sky, and he felt that our sky was so unique compared to the rest of the United States. It was so high, he said, and then the rainbows, it was something they don't get to see on the mainland in the way we
Yeah,
do.
you don't, yeah.
So we take for granted sometimes what is a natural, beautiful phenomenon here, and happens daily, a number of times throughout the day.
No, you're right. I lived on the mainland for 5 years. I don't recall seeing one rainbow.
Right.
You're kidding.
And so
Yeah,
our
the East Coast, yeah.
visitors,
Wow.
yeah, they come and they think, what? I mean, like, no wonder it's such a miraculous place.
And Haku, as Haku said, what people don't realize about why it was the Rainbow Warriors,
Which they
and
should
the
change it back
rainbows,
to,
the
in my
rainbows.
opinion.
The reason why it was named after that class of warrior.
The highest class of warrior in ancient Hawaii,
Yeah.
which was the Koa a Nui Nui.
Anuenue. Koa Anuenue.
Na Koa a Nui
So it
Nui.
was
Right.
an Ailona for our ali'i for others back in the old days. So that anuenue, as you say,
That's right. Na koa.
very special.
Ke Anuenue.
And so
Alright.
Keku Haupio was probably, I think he was the leader of the Koa a Nui Nui.
Ah, Kiku Haupio,
Yeah.
who was the great war
He was like,
strategist,
Yep.
actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Little old
so
warrior.
that's why I think the name was so cool, And I think they should bring it back.
Wow.
And think of our West Point Naval
Uh-huh.
Academy,
Uh-huh.
and they use a lot of Kamehameha and the warriors, some of their strategies in today's own military.
I don't know about you, but in ancient Hawaii, I wouldn't want to mess with a rainbow warrior.
Yeah.
Or the Kipu'upu'u warriors,
And so-
Alting type
But
warriors.
sometimes in people's ignorance of understanding culture
Yes.
and understanding Manoa Valley, right, where the university sits, understanding what that is really about, that historical value, and how Manoa is filled with the richness, not just of this valley, but of our heritage, of our ali'i, of the nurturing of our culture. It was a very, very special place. So when you pass it on and you become pop and you lose all of your cultural identity, then yes, you end up where people do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't use that. We got to use the warriors. We got to use that.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate actually. You become conformist in that regard.
Yeah.
Well,
And you go to the people who have the leveraging power, who have no idea of culture.
Right.
Instead of they learning to understand what the source of the culture really is.
Yeah.
But then again, we were a kingdom.
Right, and you talk about Manoa. There's Ka'ahumanu, there's Kamehameha, there's a sacred pool by Okeakua. And in fact, Manu Boyd recently wrote a composition for that sacred pool.
Right. And his new
On his new
CD
CD,
is
yeah.
coming out.
Oh, look who it is, Dad.
Huh?
Look who's coming in the studio.
Huh?
It's Rainbow Keia.
Oh, there he is!
Ladies
Do you
and
see
gentlemen,
him?
the biggest University of Hawaii sports fan of all time. Speaking of rainbows, the brightest rainbow,
I see. We're
Rainbow
right
Keia,
now.
everybody.
It's been a long time. You guys, you getting me on a bid like this. I tell you what, it's been a long time. I was retired already. They threw away my name. They threw away all the stuff I was doing. And now you asking me to come back? At least offer me some money. Some Carla.
Rainbow, I think the name should come back. Rainbow Warriors. How do you feel about that?
Well, all you gotta do is look up. If you cannot look up, then you're dead, okay? So you don't care. But if you can look up and see the presence of what it was and where we're going and what we've been, look at all the times they went ignore the facts of who we are. The UH down the tubes. Now we coming back. We get good coach. You know.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think about the boat this year?
Gotta rebuild. You know.
Probably one of the most upsetting things about the new name.
I saw a frustrated. I can't even talk.
Well, you know, I think it's nice to see that you brought your gobos.
Gobos. Yeah, that's important. The gobos. I figured I'd stop on farm, but no can make money with gobos.
So how do you feel?